Hey Roses, back to do an empties video. I haven't done one of these for a hot minute, I feel like. Apologize again for the voice. I'm still battling a cold. I thought I was completely over it. Then I recalled it from somebody. So now I'm battling it still yet again. I'm hoping it goes away before I go to John's for his birthday. Cross my fingers. Anyway, let's just get started at the bag right here. This is the bag. It's a bag that my grandparents got through donating somewhere. I wonder if it says it on the bag anywhere. National Children's Cancer Society, that's where it was, okay. Okay, I'm just gonna pull random. So the first thing that's right on top is this Peabody and Paisley Sugar Cookie Air Freshener. I've had this for years. I am pretty sure they've had this 15 years. Because I remember it being in there when I was like 10. I'm 16 now, so I mean, 26 now. So, I mean, they've had it for years. But, yeah, definitely would convince them to get it again if I found it. They're not super big into like the sugary vanilla ones. They let me use this in my room. Next I have some vitamin E. Took this for my hair because it's falling out. And it's still falling out a little bit, but not as bad. Again, I apologize for the nose. I just will say if there's no video from me Thursday, you guys know why. Next I have some of these Q-tip cotton rounds. I really like these. I like the fact that they have a stitching on the end so that they don't break apart. And I used these with something else that's in here. But I'm thinking about recommending these to Melissa Parada here on YouTube, because she's always looking for cotton rounds that she can use in between the Sephora sales. Because Sephora sales, she'll get the Shiseido cotton, but she tries to find replacements in between when she has run out of the Shiseido cotton. As I said before, I am battling a cold, so I got 2 things of Kleenex. I like the sayings on these though. This one says seize the moment, and this one says believe in yourself. So I may like cut those out and put them in my journal. That might sound weird, but I've done that before. Next is the Garnier Micellar Water. Finally tried this. So many people on YouTube said it's good and that it does really well. And I do like it. I feel like it's a good refresh, especially in the heat of summer for me, when my face is like on fire. I can just use this with one of those cotton rounds and wipe my face down, and it cools me off. But it also removes makeup and cleans and gets rid of all the oil. So I have another one that I'm using right now, but I would repurchase when I ran out of the second one. 2 of these. Yes, look at me, I have 2 of these. I have 2 little candles. This one looks a lot worse in terms of it looking like it's burnt compared to this one. But these are both the Krispy Kreme Original Glazed Donut candle. Apparently they made a candle form of this, and I had no idea. But it smells really good, and for being a 1-wick, it filled my room. Like, people would come in the front door, and my room's kind of like off to the side of the house. But they would smell this and would be like, what is that smell? It smells like someone got some Krispy Kreme. But it was these. And these smelled really good. And they actually are fairly inexpensive at my grocery store. Like, I'm pretty sure these were like 79 cents each. So I would get some of those again. They had such a good payoff. Okay. Next, this one. This one might be TMI for all the dudes out there. But I've had some of you ask what pads I use randomly, which, you know, I don't mind. But I will say, the box I'm about to show you is not the size that I normally use. This is just the brand. And it is the Always Infinity Flex Foam. And this is the number 3. I tend to use the number 5. The lighter days I'll use a 3, which is what these are. But on the more extreme heavy days, I use a 5. So that's what those were. Again, apologize to dudes because I know they don't like that. Okay. Just go ahead and get the rest of this out. The bag is all over. I don't have to catch it every time. Okay. Next thing was this soft soap and soap. Grandma had this in the kitchen, and it had been there for years, so I just went ahead and finished it because nobody else was using it except me anyway. So, because Grandma tends to use like Ira liquid for hand soap. Yeah. It does the job. It's cheap. I would probably end up getting it again. Okay. Next thing is biotin again, because of my hair falling out. I was taking this. I still am taking biotin because it seems to be helping a lot. So definitely would and have repurchased that. This stuff right here stinks, but it works. And it is the Oxy-Rub, the camera to focus, the Oxy-Rub Pain Relief Cream. Anytime I had an issue with my back that was superficial, just got put on it. And it did help. It's like super cool because of the menthol. Like, it's cool to the touch. But after a while, the coolness kind of, dims and it's not as bad. I have repurchased this, but I have 2 issues with this. One, it is freaking expensive. This was like $27 for this size. Ridiculous. And 2, the smell. I am not a big menthol fan. This is like overboard. So if you like menthol, then you would like this. But if you're like me, then it'd be like, ugh, it's a little overkill. So those are my only two issues with this. I do really like this a lot. Right now I'm using a mix of this and the Icy Hot roll-on applicator one. So I just have so many issues with my back, it's ridiculous. But yeah, this does do its job. I just hate the price point. Next I have a Garnier Skin Active Deep Pore Exfoliating Scrub. Overall, I do really like this. I feel like it scrubs my face well enough for being drugstore, because I've had a couple of scrubs through Ipsy that were high end that did a really good job. But for being a drugstore one, I do think it does pretty well. I also like the fact that this is a vegan formula. So for those of you that are vegans out there, or are vegetarian transitioning into vegan, then you would like this for that reason. But definitely would and have repurchased this. There's another one in my shop right now. I have a Magic Gel Mask. It is the collagen one. This is by K-Beauty. K-Beauty. This was from Kroger. Or, what is it? What is it? Sprouts? There is a store, it's not called specifically Kroger, but it has the same thing that Kroger will get. I'm just trying to remember what the name of it was, because I said it in the last empties, I'm pretty sure, when I had something from them, but pretty sure it's Sprouts. But like I said, if I'm wrong, y'all can tell me. Anyway, I did like that this was a gel mask because it stayed. Once I got it in place, it stayed. Didn't have to worry about it slipping, sliding everywhere. I did like the feeling of how my skin felt after. I don't know if I noticed like a wow result from it, but it was nice. Get these out of here. Next I have a Vanilla Bean Noel lotion. I cut it, that's why it looks so weird. But yeah, definitely would get this again. I think I have either 2 or 3 backup right now. So then I have 1,000 Wishes little hand sanitizer. Really like this scent a lot. And I think I have a lotion of this scent over there too. Okay. I'm going to go on to these. Now, for a while, for whatever reason, my back was like really killing me. I have no idea what it was. I don't know if it was the summer, if it was the humidity. No idea. So I tried some of these lidocaine patches, and one brand worked okay, one worked like yes. The one that was just okay was this one. I felt like the patch itself was big enough for my back. Yeah, it was big enough, but if I were to lay down, it would roll up and attach to my gown, and if I were to like lift the gown slightly to adjust it from being balled up under my back, then the patch would come up, and it was just annoying. The ones that worked really well for me, personally, are these icy hot lidocaine patches. These just worked so much better. They didn't, they didn't stick to clothes, they were also like super wide, as you can see in the picture. These were like super wide compared to these. So that's another thing that I liked about them. Let's bump that on the face. But also, the Aspirin were cheaper. I thought these were the cheaper ones, but I just feel like these worked so much better. And apparently, they're both made in Japan. I had no idea. They're both made in Japan. I would get these again. If I was in a pinch, I would get these. Otherwise, I would get these. Okay, next is, again, apologize to dudes out there that watch me. Summer's Eve, cleanse and wash for downstairs. I go through this all the time. I think this was the one that I took with me for my birthday when I went to John's. Because I took it in a travel bottle, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, definitely would repurchase this again. I have not yet because we haven't been back to the drugstore for me to get this, but once we are back there, I will grab it. Stretch my legs out. Okay. Next I have a Sleep Lavender Cedarwood Pillow Mist. I actually have the Lavender Essential Oil one right now, and it's probably right there. You can probably see it. But I finished this one a little while ago. And I swear by these. These work really well for me, personally. I know they don't work as well for some people. But I do really like these a lot. And I would get either this or just the lavender one again. Next I have a deodorant. This is the Old Spice Timber. I told you guys this before. Female deodorant is not really working as well for me right now. I don't know what the issue is. So I've been using this because it doesn't have any aluminum in it, and well, the antiperspirant does. The regular deodorant does not. And it just works really well for me. I don't know what exactly the issue is with me and my body right now. Then I have a Head & Shoulders Green Apple shampoo. I use this all the time. Lately I have been using Pril though, because this is like too moisturizing for my scalp right now, so it's making me greasier quicker, which is kind of annoying. But the Pril, neither was hair on me. The Pril actually like strips my hair of all the oil, but doesn't leave it super tangled, which I like. And then the next empty is the Dove Nourishing Oil Care Conditioner. I know that this was the one that I took with me when I went to John's because I put it in a travel bottle and there's still some residual in the bottom. So I know it was this one. And overall, I did really like this. I had to be careful where I put it because the spots where I put it would literally get oily either the next day or the day after, which was kind of annoying. So, right, and last but not least, for lip balms, because I've been flying through them like crazy lately. The first one, and I get all these little hairs off of it, is an EOS, and I believe this is the EOS Shimmer one, or like the vitamin E one, something. But it's not the traditional like round shape, it's more like a triangle. And I did this down to the little thing. But you guys can see, it literally looks like a giant vitamin E balm. Might have been called the EOS Gold or something, I don't know. Anyway, hated this compared to the other EOS. I hated this. It just wasn't moisturizing enough for my lips. It felt like it was making them drier. I literally would have to combine this with another lip balm to get the same effect because when I was trying to use it up, it wasn't like super smooth to put on. I didn't like it, so I would not get this one again. I like the original EOS's, I just don't like that one. Next is the Blistex Soft and Lush lip balm. Now this one, you guys know, I freaking love. This is like one of my favorite ones. I actually dug into it. Like here's the rim. I actually dug into it a little bit. But this is one I would for sure repurchase in a heartbeat. This has quickly become one of my like top 3 lip balms. And last but not least, for the empties, I have my last 2 Hello Kitty ones. My soft lips, I have the strawberry and the tangerine. So I'm sad that these are gone now, but they did work. They worked really well. Apologize if you heard something talk just then. Anytime a door opens, their alarm system says. But I think between the two, I like the tangerine over the strawberry, but that's just because I like more citrus scents in general anyway. So, yeah, I'm sad to see these go. But that was the end of this empties video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. I apologize this video is getting out to you a little bit late today. Hopefully you will understand. But with that being said, thank you again so much for watching, and I will talk to you guys soon in another video at another time. Bye, Roses. Annyeong.